Or I do. You grab it. You aim. The bang is deafening and final. The smoke clears, the door swings open. Dad walks in, stepping over the corpse like it's a discarded piece of IKEA furniture. He looks at you, and for the first time ever gives you a genuine warm smile. He hugs you, and in that powder-stained embrace, you feel a sick sense of relief. You realize you just traded your soul for a little bit of Daddy's approval, and the scariest part, you feel like it was a bargain. The days of being the family disappointment, ancient history. Now that you've got blood on your hands and red on your ledger, you've officially become Dad's favorite pet project. This marks the start of what can only be described as a twisted father-son honeymoon phase. But don't get it twisted. There are no trips to Disneyland or playing catch in the park here. Your quality time involves supervising shipments of tons of white powder and mastering the fine art of extracting info from rivals without leaving a single bruise. You graduate summa cum laude from the University of Organized Crime, and you quickly realize that Dad's approval is a way harder drug than anything he's pushing on the street corner. To keep that proud smirk on his face, just following orders isn't enough. You have to over-deliver. You become colder, sharper, and infinitely more brutal. If he hints at scaring an enemy, you go ahead and torch their entire house with everyone inside. If he asks for silence, you make sure nobody in that entire zip code ever breathes a word again. You're now his right-hand man, his go-to hitter, the rabid pit bull sleeping at the foot of his master's bed. Ironically, this is the most fulfilled you've ever felt, even if that happiness is built on a mountain of broken lives. You look in the mirror, and that innocent kid who used to draw stick figure houses is gone. Instead, you see a monster in training. And the terrifying part? You're actually proud of the creature you've become, all just to snag a few crumbs of Daddy's love. But every honeymoon phase has a shelf life. After a few years of father-son bonding through wet work, the novelty of having a hitman for a son starts to wear thin. You notice that warm glow of approval is icing over, replaced by the same bored meh expression that crushed your soul when you were a kid. Panic sets in. You aren't scared of catching a bullet. You're scared of becoming invisible again. You realize that if you don't evolve, you're just another disposable pawn on his chessboard. Brute force doesn't move the needle anymore. Any idiot can pull a trigger. To get back in his good graces, you need to show him something he doesn't have: modern business savvy. You ditch the old-school thuggery and pivot to high-stakes money laundering. You implement the most brilliant, ridiculous conspiracy of the modern world, a massive chain of mattress stores. Think about it, they're on every corner.